In this video, I'm just going to go over a couple additional helpful tips and resources for you. Obviously, we've covered the basics already when we worked on induction and, of course, what to do when you're actually in your self-hypnosis session. Now, I want to talk just real briefly on a couple of other fundamentals. One of them is music. So, a lot of guided hypnosis audios have music, and there are a variety of different types of music that you can listen to when you are doing self hypnosis. Now, I'm going to recommend that you do not use some type of general entertainment music track that has lyrics in the background. Obviously, when you're impressing upon your subconscious mind, some of those things are not necessarily going to be the type of stuff that you want to be putting in your subconscious. So stick with music that does not have audio or possibly is a subliminal that has really supportive, encouraging messages that are being played quietly in the background. But making sure that whatever is going on is something that is aligned with your goals. Now, when choosing music, you can choose something just like a basic instrumental that is very calming, very soothing. Classical music can be a good potential option. Nature sounds, if that is something that you really enjoy, could also be a very good option. And there are a lot of technologies that include various different frequencies. They use binaural beats. These things can influence the brain, sometimes in positive ways. So you certainly are able to test out some of those different types of audios and find one or two or a bunch of them even that really help you get into a very deep, enjoyable, comfortable state. Remember that our goal here is to feel good. So, if there is a music track that purports to be really positive and have some type of positive influence on your body or your mind, but you just don't enjoy it, you don't like the way you feel when you listen to it, it maybe irritates you a little bit, don't try to force it. That is the wrong energy to be in when you are doing your self hypnosis session. So, I also want to talk just a little bit about using guided hypnosis audios. Now, you can see that self hypnosis can be incredibly empowering. It is essentially your ability to impress upon your subconscious mind you achieving your very specific goals. And it is something that you're able to do virtually anytime, virtually anywhere, meaning that you do not have to book a session with a professional. You only get maybe 1 hour per week, whatever that may look like. So there's certainly advantages to self hypnosis, but obviously, there are also advantages to heterohypnosis, which is where you are working with someone else. And then, of course, we have hypnosis audios, which are essentially like heterohypnosis, where you have a hypnotherapist guiding you using their words. The nice thing about incorporating some of that is, in many cases, they will have a different perspective on your goal. They may introduce a concept that you wouldn't otherwise have thought of. There are also some slightly different techniques that can be used with that type of hypnosis versus self hypnosis, which allows us to work with the subconscious mind a little bit differently than we do with self hypnosis. Now, I'm providing you with a couple of different hypnosis audio tracks that you can use if they feel good to you. And of course, if you are not already a member of my Inner Game Academy, I highly recommend it. There are literally dozens of hypnosis audios in there, as well as meditations, EFT videos, releasing audios and videos, all sorts of things to help you achieve your goals and overcome any challenges as you are on your path to creating all of your goals and dreams. If you feel inspired to record your own hypnosis audios or even your own meditation audios, and this is not going to be a short course on how to properly phrase your goals and affirmations, but I would like to provide you with a couple of little helpful tips in case you really get the hang of the self-hypnosis thing and you like to record your own audio so that you can listen to that as you're going to sleep at night, or instead of sitting down and practicing self-hypnosis, you can listen as you guide yourself through your visualizations and incorporate in your affirmations. So there are all sorts of free and paid options for recording audio. Free one that I sometimes use is Audacity, and you simply are going to hit the record button and you are going to speak into your microphone and record yourself, guiding yourself through the self-hypnosis, almost as though you are the hypnotherapist of yourself. Make sure that you're choosing empowering words, that you're phrasing things positively, that you are being sure to encourage positive emotions. And I also like to recommend that you are really honest with yourself about your ability to believe in achieving the goal. There are a lot of people, myself included, especially more so in the past than now, that have really big goals that they're not really fully and completely aligned with yet. And while the purpose of hypnosis is to sort of prime the subconscious mind to be in alignment and congruent with those big goals, when we are listening to something that is maybe contradictory to our very, very firm beliefs, you will notice that it's actually agitating to listen to, or you can actually feel in your mind that there is some conflict, that you're not fully buying into it. You're not allowing yourself to get into that positive emotional state. So you just want to be mindful of that and maybe scale it back just a tiny little bit, be a little bit more mindful of the words that you're choosing so that you're more strategically choosing words that feel believable, feel acceptable to your subconscious mind, and then recording an audio, incorporating in suggestions and affirmations in a way that are more acceptable and believable to your own subconscious mind. And of course, when you're using any type of hypnosis audio, remember what we talked about in the induction section. Make sure that you are only listening in a safe environment, a quiet environment, someplace where it is okay to have an association with deep relaxation. Some people really like to use headphones and certain types of music tracks, especially things that incorporate binaural beats. You're going to need those stereo headphones in order to benefit from the different panning that happens. And basically what that means is you hear maybe certain words in your left ear, certain words in your right ear, and you're hearing different things in different ears, which is affecting different hemispheres of the brain. If you're not getting overly techie with your hypnosis audios, then by all means, just lay back, get comfortable, and enjoy. You do not need headphones for that. And even if you are listening to an audio track that does have some of that more advanced technology, if you're not listening with headphones, it's not going to be the end of the world. You're just not getting those specific suggestions in the different ears. So I don't want this to turn into a big pitch, but I do want you to remember that there are a ton of resources available to you inside of the Inner Game Academy. So if you are a member, make sure that you are going in there regularly. The key to reconditioning the mind is consistency. This is not something that we do one time and expect it to have completely transformed all of our previously held beliefs and associations. Through this process of repeatedly working on conditioning the subconscious mind with positive affirmations and empowering visualizations, we are essentially changing our self-image and our belief structure. So be in there regularly. Make this a regular, consistent part of your reconditioning process. That does not mean that it should feel daunting, does not even mean that you have to schedule it into your day, but be mindful that the more that you are allowing yourself to be conditioning the subconscious mind, the more obviously it is going to have a positive effect on you. Now, one caveat to that is some people will overdo it. If you know you're the type of person to overdo it, then you're going to have to be mindful of that as well. If it feels like you're pushing, like you're trying really, 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 really hard, soften that up a little bit. Okay. The whole energy of pushing and force is counterproductive. It is not the right mindset. It is not the right vibration. So make sure that you are softening up that intensity that is actually a form of resistance, and you are introducing that resistance, and you are actually not doing yourself any favors. So make this an enjoyable part of your routine. And remember, your feelings, your energy, your vibration, I talk about this all the time inside of the Inner Game Academy, that essentially is the key. Okay. Why do you want any of those goals? You want them because you believe that they are going to feel so good. It's going to feel so good to have that goal. It's going to feel fulfilling. It's going to feel meaningful. It's going to make you feel confident. It's going to make you feel free. Whatever that emotion is, that's a high vibrational emotion. Okay. And so when you are doing your personal development work, you should feel good. We want to consistently be practicing those high vibrational feelings. And it's especially important when you are doing self-hypnosis. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to myself and my team. You can always reach us at support@aliciakramer.com. And you know that I know that you are so full of potential. If you have that desire in your heart, then I promise you that is a divine desire. It is safe, right, and good for you to get yourself vibrationally, mentally, emotionally, spiritually lined up with that so you can experience the joy and the fulfillment of that in your life.